Okay, YouTube. Harry Hungarian here again to rant and rave and all that stuff that I'm supposed to be doing, but haven't been because I really suck at this. Today I'm going to talk about something that's really bothered me. Now, if you don't know me, you will most likely not know I'm not a really big baseball fan. In fact, it bores the hell out of me. It's one of those games. It's like golf. I can play it, but I have a hard time watching it. Anyway, you don't have to be a baseball fan to understand what I'm talking about today. Brian Stowe, a Giants fan, was basically beaten mostly to death, beaten into a coma, in the parking lot of Dodger Stadium a couple weeks ago. Now, I've been reading on this a little bit because I've heard about it in the news, but today I've actually been doing some deeper reading, and there was like two or three other people who were assaulted with him that were by the same men supposedly that were also in Giants apparel, and I don't know. I guess my first thought is, why the hell is a game so freaking important that you're willing to kill somebody because their team is different than yours? I mean, why do we separate ourselves? I almost find it funny that we spend so much time all trying to be equals and all trying to get along just to tear ourselves down over sports games. And I know not everybody would do something like that, but in the reality of it, when we go to sports games, are we not separating ourselves from each other and putting different, putting uniforms, essentially, different uniforms on each other and disliking the other one? Because, I mean, when you go to a sporting event, you hate the other team and you hate the other team's fans. And I don't know, is this a common thing at sporting events nowadays? I mean, I've always thought, like, soccer riots, and I'm sure I'm going to offend somebody, but soccer riots are just the epitome of stupidity. Actually, any riot or any fight that breaks out over a sporting event is absolutely insane. Seriously, please, oh please, breathe into a paper bag for the rest of your life. Because if you're going to get in a fight over a sporting event, please, you don't need the oxygen that badly. I'm not trying to down talk the teams or the sporting events themselves. Although I've heard that you can pay like $12 for a hot dog or something like that in some of these baseball parks, which is just fucking silly. Because seriously, it's a hot dog. It's barely food. Sorry, back on topic. That I'm not blaming the sporting events, but rather the fans. And not all the fans. Most of the fans are probably good people. It's the crazy ones. The ones that will, throw shit at other teams and other players and start riots and start fights and beat the crap out of people for stupid shit like this. And, in this story, which I'll have a couple of links to this particular story, because this rant isn't just about that story, it's about the whole fan violence thing in general. And honestly, okay, I think that from this point on, after this thing's happened, anytime that a sport violence game causes a injury to a fan because another fan injures them, I think it should be tried as a hate crime. Because if you really think about it, you hate the other team and you hate the other players. I mean, you do. But most of us are civil about it. It's the crazies that go off the rocker and throw beer bottles at people or punch old ladies in the face or try to kill 43-year-old men walking through the parking lot after a baseball game. And my heart totally goes out for that man's family. And I feel awful for what has happened. And I really hope nothing like this ever happens again, and maybe this will be an eye-opener to people that getting caught up in a sporting event just isn't freaking worth it. But I guess I've said my part, and I've rambled more than I've ranted. But what I want to know, of course, is what you guys think, about the sport violence or the sporting event violence, and the and about what I said. If you think I'm right, think I'm wrong, think I'm an idiot. But yeah, just leave a comment or a video response to let me know what you think. Like I said, about what I had to say, or about the story, or about the topic, or about the weather, or about whatever the hell you want. And remember to like, because it's not rated anymore. Remember to like and subscribe. I mean, be quiet. Random kitties being annoying.